Hi guys, I'm Jim from Only Slagging. Hope you're all enjoying your St. Patrick's Day celebrations here today. What we have for you lined up for a little bit of food is we're going to make up some tacos. So what we have is we've got a shrimp taco we're going to do a vegetarian taco, and then we're going to do a steak taco. The first thing we need to do though is make up our tacos. So what we have in here is 2 cups of masa flour. We have 1.5 cups of lukewarm water. We're going to go in with a little pinch of salt, a little bit of oil, and then we'll mix this by hand and we'll make it into a dough, and then we're going to grill our tacos here on the barbecue. So the first thing we're going to do is just go in with a little splash of oil. So I'm just using rapeseed oil here, but veg oil or olive oil will do fine. And of course, if you want to skip this step, you can just buy tortillas in the shop and use those. So I'm just adding a little bit of water first, and we'll add more water as we go, a nice pinch of salt. And if we need to balance it out, if we put too much water in, we add a bit more flour. If we put too much flour in, a little bit more water, and that's how we're going to do it. So we're just combining all the ingredients here by hand, and you can see it's going to be quite dry, and we want it just to come together as a little ball. Add a little bit at a time, and then we're going to use the taco press to push these into our tacos. So we've got our flour ingredients all combined. So you can see here now the sort of dough mixture we have up. You can just sort of push your thumb into it there, and you can see it sort of staying where it's at. It's not bouncing back on us. So what we're going to do next is we're going to take out a nice sort of chunk, pinch, and we're going to create a few little balls, and these are going to be our taco balls that we're going to use. What I'm going to do next is get all these made, and then we'll get them pressed out. So we've made up our little taco balls. And what we're going to do is drop them into the taco press. If you haven't got a taco press, it's no problem. Just use a heavy pan to push down on, or a rolling pin. I've lined the taco press just with a little sandwich bag that I've sort of cut the ends off. I'm going to drop it in there. The reason I'm doing that, it'll stop it sticking to the taco press. So we drop it in, push it down, one last push, lift it up, and there's our nice taco ready to go onto the barbecue, and we're going to put that in the flat top. How we've set up the barbecue here today, we've got the charcoal on this side. This is our direct heat on this side, and we've got a flat top over on this side. So we're going to do some grilling here after we get our tacos made. But first off, what we're going to do is just drop our taco onto the flat top, and then this will toast off very quickly, and then we'll flip them over. It's just moving nice and freely on the flat top, and all we're going to do is get the wee spatula underneath and flip it over. And we're just getting that little bit of golden colour on them. You see it starting to bubble up there, and then that's how we know they're ready. Okay, so first up what we have is our prawns. So we've got uncooked prawns here, deveined, deshelled. They're going to cook very fast on top of the barbecue, and we're going to make up a quick sort of rub and marinade here for the prawns. To use that, we're going to do the fiery relish from Ballymaloe. We're going to go on a little bit of paprika, smoked paprika, and a bit of garlic, and mix it all around and fire it up fast. So we've chopped up our garlic, going with a little bit of smoked paprika over the top of the prawns. Next then we're going to go in with some of the garlic that we've chopped up on top of that, and then in with some of the fiery relish. So we're going to go in with a generous amount of the fiery relish. And then we're just going to mix that round with the prawns and the smoked paprika and the garlic. Get them all nicely coated. So we're going to go on now with our prawns. So we're going to do them just on the flat top here because they'll go quite fast. So we'll get them on. We're going to smooth them out. They smell wonderful. So the fiery relish is going to help caramelize on top of the flat top here onto the prawns and give us a nice little crust on the prawns. So we've given them about 1 minute, so we're going to flip them over. Okay, so we're just taking some of the prawns off. So what we've done is we've got our tacos laid out, a little bit of rocket on top of them, and we'll just start to build our tacos up. So we'll just go on a little bit of sliced radish, which will have a nice little bit of crunch to our dish. And what we're going to do now is make up a little sauce just for the top of it with a little bit of the mayo. So we're going with equal parts mayo to equal parts of the relish. So we've got our equal parts into the bowl here. We're just going to combine them. And then we're just going to top off the top of our tacos with some of that. Then we're going with a little bit of coriander on top of our tacos. Red onion. So there we have our lovely tacos. So let's see how they taste. Folded up nicely. I'm looking for a wee bite.